There's a stretch of land between Charleston and Savannah where the tides move slow, but the stories run deep. They call it the Lowcountry, and this is Lowcountry Unscripted. We're not here for headlines. We're here for heart, for the fishermen and the founders, the chefs, the hustlers, the hometown heroes, the people who make this region more than just a postcard. It's voices from the docks, the dirt roads, the dive bars, and the back porches where truth gets told. No filters, no edits, no bull, just raw Southern stories told straight up. This is the real Lowcountry, and these are its people. Lowcountry Unscripted, stories that built the Lowcountry, powered by Coastal Solutions Media. Broadcasting from the Coastal Solutions Media Studios in Hardyville, South Carolina, here are your hosts, Brian and Gina Pierce.
Hey, Lowcountry. Welcome back to Lowcountry's Unscripted Stories that built the Lowcountry. My name's Brian. Across the street, tell them what's going on in the Lowcountry, Gina.
Hey, y'all. Welcome back to Lowcountry Unscripted. We are so excited to have the guests that we have tonight.
That's right. Tonight, right from the heart of the Lowcountry, Bluffton, Hilton Head, Savannah, we are sitting down with a Carolina artist who sings songs that feel like front porch stories with arena-ready vocals. He's the guy that turns a room into a sing-along, blending country grit, rock punch, and a little bit of soul. You'll hear honesty, big hooks, and the kind of work ethic that only comes from playing every single night in every single place. You've seen him around. I know you have. We've been wanting musicians in this studio.
Super stoked.
I can't be any happier for this guy to be the first one here at Lowcountry's Unscripted. So everybody, let's welcome Corey Tate to the show.
Yay.
What's up, everybody?
Isn't he do the
Yeah,
greatest
that's what I'm
intros?
saying. We already signed a contract. He's my new PR guy.
It's like, man, he has been. He's the best at like pumping somebody up before they come out into the show.
Yeah, I was like, who are you talking about? And I was like, oh, me. I was like, oh, me.
Yeah, who's coming on the
Who's
show?
this guy? Yeah, I thought we were
You're
doing
like
my
waiting
thing
for someone
tonight.
to walk through the door. You're like, wait, oh, it's me.
Episode of Jerry Springer, my worst enemy. He's just coming in. I'm like,
Oh, hello, Jerry.
Yeah. Corey, how are you, man?
I'm doing all right, man.
We're so stoked that you decided that you wanted to come and adventure with us here for your career path, but also just for your own personal path.
Yeah, personally, yeah. I'm getting out, expressing myself in the community a little bit more and just trying to be open to people who believe in like what I'm trying to do and like what my music speaks about. And just being like, hey, we want to help you. We want to hear you. We want other people to hear you. And it's kind of very, very humbling, honestly, because I didn't think it was going to happen. So yeah, I'm happy that I'm here to do this.
Yeah, now it's happening. So tell we've talked beforehand, but I mean, let everybody know where what's your story, what is your story is, because this is kind of the concept around stories that built the Lowcountries, people that are coming on and they're writing their story, and you're one of them. So
Yeah, perfect.
yeah.
So, I come from Brunson, South Carolina, middle of nowhere, up 278, not this one, the alternative one after you get to the MSC. 4 years old is when I kind of got taken in and adopted by my aunt and uncle and was raised in the small town and understood like, hey, you have this family who like you were born from that you don't live with. And then you have this family that you do, completely different dynamics. So I watched two lives growing up, basically, one very stable, but very much so like we're working so hard to give you a good life that, you're kind of doing the everyday life by yourself and do the homework and cook lunch after you get home. And then the other life on the weekends that I had to go to my mom's is more of like, hey, like we're going to do all this fun stuff, but then also we're like going to discipline this way, which is completely opposite. And getting into college and stuff, I was kind of, very religious, very Southern Baptist was how I was raised, which my first album has a lot of those key motifs. I talk about Jesus Christ. I talk about church. I talk about like, more importantly, addiction and the struggle of it. And that was kind of my 20s after I got out into the real world, moved to Charleston, started meeting all sorts of people because I've never been one to like not befriend somebody if they're chill, if they're cool. Like if I vibe with you, I usually am cool with just being around people who are cool to be around. And they're all different types of characters. And so I got mixed up in some and some different stuff, different drugs, different drinking habits. Went through that for a few years, and then I moved to Hilton Head and kind of continued that vibe while I was trying to start my actual music career path, and blew my way through town and was like, oh, I got to leave town and go back to Charleston and try again. And I went back to Charleston, tried again, and actually got sober and clean for a little while. My music started getting way better. My soul started coming out more. I started writing more clearly, started going to therapy, and they required me to like write journal entries. And for some reason, you asked me to write like, hey, write this essay or write this journal entry. Nothing comes to mind, but you put a guitar in my hand and you're like, here's your prompt, write a song. And I'm just like, okay, let's do this thing. And most of the prompts were my journal prompts, like one of them was like, where do you think your alcoholism comes from? So I wrote Love Jack, which is the first song in the first album. Mm-hmm. And it's talking about, Mom, my biological mother, you were never there. This is the story that I heard about you because I was too young to remember. Biological dad, you were never there. This is a story I remember specifically from when I was little. And then the third part is kind of just like, hey, a real life actual night where I called my mom and I was really hammered, and it was after a show and I was upset because like the show went so well, which imagine that, like I'm sad because I did such a good job. Not to sound unhumble.
That was the best.
Yeah, that was the best show I ever had, but I'm sad because I was 90 days sober and I had thrown it away that night. I said, this is so awesome. This is so fun. Girls are dancing around, shots. Like I just played with my band. Like this is great. And so it was like, and so that's very, very, very written that way because I got sober and clean the first time in Charleston. So the line is, at the end of that is, hey, if you leave a key under the mat, I'll come back to Charleston and get sober somehow. And it kind of just left it at that. And so when I moved back down here, I decided that I was going to go back into bartending. Did some of that, worked at a place on the island called Street Meat. Awesome time, great people to work for, but I that itch to be a musician, that itch to like pursue that passion. It was in me. I wasn't sober anymore. So that was kind of dynamically going in and out. And then I finally just one day was like, I'm done. Like I'm done working for anybody else. I'm just going to chase my dream. And I got sober for about 30 days to get my head straight. And then that summer blew up. And about halfway through that summer, I kind of blew up, my life a little bit more and just pursued a really rough lifestyle a few years later. And kind of now I'm back in that mindset of I'm done running from like the negative parts. I'm done running from the trauma. I'm done running from the alcohol and drugs and just ready to stand up and be like, hey, like they say in AA, like my name is Corey and I'm an alcoholic.
Right.
So this is your new life path.
Yeah. I'm only about 4 days in this true commitment of it this time around. I think one of the biggest things that a lot of people in recovery struggle with, and I think a lot more people outside of recovery should understand, is that relapse isn't an excuse, or like it's not like, okay, like everybody's going to relapse, so let's do it. The whole goal is if you truly feel like you have a problem with substances that you want to be stopped, you stay stopped. Like most people who have problems with substances are not their best self while using them. I can attest to that. There's not anybody in my life, I think, could say Corey Tate after 5 or 6 drinks and a bag of Coke is the coolest person I've ever met. You know what I mean? Like and in fact, I'm sure when this posts, there will be quite a few people who will be like, I will second that. He is in fact not the coolest person I've ever met.
He is in fact an asshole.
Yeah, he is in fact the complete asshole. But self-serving and that's the kind of the message behind a lot of substance abuse programs is like that's those type of people, because the other half of them is so opposite and contrary to that. And I think relapse is inevitable if you don't have a why and you don't have a I want to say program because it's the only word I can think of, but like a path, like a life path you were talking about, like the life path that we're probably going to talk about in a little bit of what I want to pursue. It's going to be impossible if I'm not completely focused, mindset, sober. It's a big part of my story. It's a big part of my first album that has gotten so many people to really listen when I'm playing, versus, just having fun with their family and listen to a couple covers. I'll do an original and they're like, I've never heard that song before. And then they'll come up and I'm like, oh yeah, that's me.
Does this Never Leave the Floor?
Never Leave the Floor is the album. Yes.
Okay,
Never Leave the Floor is the album.
Yeah. I want to make sure we got that out there.
Yeah. Never Leave the Floor is the name of the album. And actually I could not find like a good picture that I liked of the atmosphere of Hilton Head. So the cover album is just like palm trees, because I was like in like a lightscape, and I was like, this is the closest thing that I can dedicate to Hilton Head, because where I got my actual big break is what I'd call it, which is I got to join the awesome community of musicians, and got a lot of musicians texting me that first year that I did it, like, dude, you're the busiest guy out there right now. And I'm just like, no, man, I'm just saying yes to everybody that'll let me strum a guitar right now. Yeah, I learned my lesson.
Yes.
Yeah, I learned my lesson about that after like the first year. But sometimes if you love it enough, just got to make sure you don't get burned out.
So you recorded that live. It was a live EP, right?
Yes, and I actually recorded it
Uncorked.
Yep, Uncorked. Yep, I left it on that. They're Neil, and they're just so great when it comes to like supporting music. And they were one of the few business owners that like I was just like, hey, how would you feel about one of the shows that you're paying me to be here? I opened the show with like half my show being the covers that you guys love, and then the second half, I plug in my Tascam recorder, like a self recorder, into your board, and I do my story. I do my album start to finish, and did like a little bit of a story in between, and should have probably separated it from the song, because it makes each song look like it's like 8 minutes long. And I know people probably get tired of hearing the story before the song every time, but it was just the idea at the time. I wanted it to be raw. I wanted it to be real, and I was raw and I was real in those moments. And
You were just being a storyteller.
yeah, and that's what I love.
That's what he is. Yeah,
music should be that way.
That's what storytellers do, though. Even if you do have music on the back end of it, I mean, it's that you're telling your story first, and then if they sit through that, then you're going to hear a song now.
Yeah, you get the prize.
Here it is.
You see, you tell it with your voice. I tell it with the visuals.
Yeah, dude. And I honestly, I love all the stuff you've done for me. Like definitely, if you're watching this, definitely if you have any of those needs, reach out to Brian. He's got it. And reach out to Gina, and they both have got it. And I'm excited to see what future stuff that we can concoct and see, how we can change the brand. Since I'm changing my brand, while moving into this new life path, centering it less about me and more about the idea of the Obsidian Phoenix, which is like this just rebirth. If you know anything about Obsidian, it's a black stone. It's for grounding. It's for protection. A phoenix, they die and they burn and they go to the ashes and they rise again. And I just sat back one day meditating, and I was like, that's my story. Like, that's just who I am. I want to be grounded, so I need this protection stone in my life. And I have definitely gone through cycles of just burning the whole world down and then trying to rebuild.
What inspires you now?
Love and relationships. My second album is called Leave the Door Unlocked. I'm trying to go for a little bit of a theme of I want to do a trifecta. And guess what, guys? I'm like the Spider-Man movies. The third album is going to be called Leave for Home. So, I already have the idea of the name of the album, because I wanted to do like a Trinity, like Lord of the Rings.
Do like Easter eggs.
I do. Yeah, exactly. And then, and this one is really cool because it's centered around one relationship that I've had, the 2 years that I've been up and down in my mental health, and actually getting to the bottom of all that, and the time that I've spent getting to the bottom of that and realizing where music fits into all that. And as a person, if I take music out of my life, I don't exist anymore. And it's not one of those, like, it's my identity because I need it as a safety blanket. It's just in me. Like, I wake up and just vibrate to listen to music or to play music. It's like, it is literally
music is essential.
Yeah. I couldn't go through a whole day of silence if I tried.
I come home instantly and it's quiet in this house, and I'm like, turning on the TV now.
You bring your guitar everywhere, don't you?
Not everywhere, but like anywhere that I feel like, especially if I know I have a show, it's going to be with me.
Well, yeah.
If I'm going to a beach by myself, or if I'm going like Pickney right up the road, like I like going and hiking there, and people, if they ever catch me out there, I'll be in like jeans and a t-shirt with my guitar on my back, because I'm trying to get to the little spot that I like to sit at that nobody comes to, and just
inspiration point.
Yeah, for sure. And honestly, inspiration for me comes from personal. Every time I need to get through an emotion, that's when a new song comes out. So, not to say I'm like the Taylor Swift male artist, but it's kind of my albums only get finished when I've gone through enough trouble.
Sweet.
I've listened to you sing Taylor Swift. Oh yeah. Yeah.
I'm so happy.
Hey, and that reminds me. Before we go anywhere else, if you're 15 minutes into this, Okay.
It looks like he's pointing at me,
Listen,
but I know he's not.
Corey Tate. Corey is going to be live here in this studio. That's correct. So you might want to stick around because it's at the end.
Yay.
Yeah.
I forgot I said I'd do that.
Don't worry.
Yeah,
We'll figure it out.
A little nervous. I didn't come up with a set list, but I never really do. So
Yeah. But I'm sure you'll do just fine. Like it. Yeah.
hopefully.
Good job,
So
honey.
you guys, everybody's got to go check out this album because it is actually really good. Gina and I re-listened to it again today.
Yeah.
Wasn't it? Yeah, today.
Yeah, it was today.
Yeah, on the way to the meeting. So, and it's fantastic. You've got the voice. Where do you want to go next with it? Are you, you want to stay solo? Or are you looking for some talent?
So I didn't always start out solo. Started with a band in Charleston, and then I went solo.
Okay.
Because I think anybody who is like a rhythm guitarist and a singer realizes it's multifaceted. You do make more money as a solo artist because you can charge a little bit more than what you would get as a division of a band. For the most part. And then you also control your practice time. You control the songs you choose. You don't have to navigate life with 4 other people, but it's super lonely. You get all the joy of like performing for the crowd, and it's amazing when people come up and talk to you. But then like you're packing up your gear alone. You're traveling to the next venue or city or whatever alone, unless you have like a significant other who really enjoys coming to your shows and stuff. So a band in my future, it's almost impossible for me not to say that I'm not searching for a group of guys that want to form a project. And I actually tossed around the idea of calling the band Obsidian Phoenix. That way it kind of goes into that, or like Phoenix Fire. But just that way it kind of creates its, still Corey Tate brand. But it's not about me, and that's another big thing, that being a solo artist, like I've always been, due to insecurity, I've been overcompensated for like not being able to be humble. And like it's to the point where it's like, I'm the only one on stage. This is kind of weird because I can't share the fun with anybody else but the crowd. I can't share the notes that hit the right way. And like when I play with, like when Derek Ludway or Sammy or Dallas, the guys from GTA, whenever we do a show together, it's just like, oh, it's fun again. It's not just doing what I always do. It's I don't have to find a way to make this fun because their energy and my energy, and it just bounces. But when you're up there, it's just me giving to them, and if they don't give back to me, who knows what's going to happen energy wise. So.
You're just expelling all that energy towards people, and whether they absorb it or not, sometimes it'll just
that's
right
the reason
back.
I love when kids are like really vibing, because kids naturally give off such big energy because they just have it all. And then also kids most of the time don't have the concept of lying down yet. So like if they're just like bobbing and dancing,
that means they like it.
Yeah. And if a kid likes me, shit, I'll be the new Wiggles. Like I don't care.
I'll be the new Wiggles.
Yeah. I'll sing some mashed bananas real quick.
Hey, that Greg Russell there in Sea Pines. He has a kid. I love Greg Russell.
I know. I know.
Listen, it's just because when I was a little kid, from the time I was like able to understand what a guitar was, I guess. I would sit under the oak tree in Harbortown and, before the sun went down. And that's when the kids show was. And then I do believe my parents a few nights would dump us off with a babysitter, and then they would head out for the adult show because
Probably.
Why not? That's what the kid shows are here for. I'm saying another local guy that like I get really impressed with and I'm hoping to do like some work with, just on understanding what it's like to be a part of this music community long term, because some people dream for like fame and fortune. I'm tying my shoes. I don't know if the camera can see that.
It's not.
That doesn't matter.
Yeah. I'm not walking anywhere. I'm just gonna trip up if I don't. But like Jevin Daly, he has an awesome kids show, and I got the honor of playing at Big Bamboo on the same night that he did one of his kids shows. So like just seeing like a legend like that in the community walk by, and like I'm playing music, and every single time he's looking up and he's like, thumbs up, like, and it just, it feels awesome not having to fight for the approval anymore, and kind of just like, now I'm kind of taken aback of like, people really like my stuff. Like what,
That's one thing I was going to ask you. Maybe we just answered that question.
Yeah.
But who out of the musicians, because you guys are pretty close, who of them do you look up to?
I would say Derek Ludway has actually been one of the people that I've looked up to the most throughout my career. He's always he's a hard ass. If anybody knows him, or at least with me, he always has been. No nonsense. Does not hesitate to let me know if I'm being asshole Corey. But he does it in a way that goes, I know this isn't you. And he's always kind of told me that. He's like, I know that what you're being right now isn't you. When are you gonna like fucking just be you? And then like new age now, you know, I'd still look up to Derek a lot. I love what they do. Jevin and me, the more we talk, the more I'm like, okay, man. And then my third favorite artist of just people I've gotten to hang out with, gotten to talk to, and just have the lyrical mindset that when I listen to their music, I'm like, I want to be able to say things like he does is Kyle Wareham, you know, and those three are like the top three. And I'm like, if I could write and sing and then have like the stage presence of those people, I would golden.
Yeah. No, who's the last one you said?
Oh,
Was it
Kyle Wareham. Yeah, he was in Three-Legged Fox first. I think can't remember if that was like a band project or not. But now he's an Algorithm. He does like reggae music and he's just
I think I've seen it.
And then they did
know
Pretty
that
Darn
name.
too with Nick Pullen, who's also another amazing
great
artist.
Mm-hmm.
And those two together just. You like melodies, you like good words, you like voices that fuse really well together. And then you go see GTA play and you're like, you got that strong, soulful, like just straight out of the 90s, early 2000s, like I can belt this, I can do this voice. And then you go and see Jevin and he's got just that smooth, like, hey, I'm gonna be the guy that like laughs, has fun, and then you're not mad that I don't sound bad, you know. And he just has that. They all have their own draw and they all do it their own way, and that's kind of the thing that I desire to have. Like, what is the Corey Tate way?
So outside of locally, who do you look up to? I mean, who do you?
Man, small fry people. When I say small fry, I mean like people who just want to be in their local scene. Noah Grove, I think his last name is Grove. I just always call him Noah in the Space Arc. He does a really cool online show a lot, but he's the reason why I got a loop or a melody pedal. He was like the first guy in Charleston that was like, we need you at every open mic night. And then Butch Soul Donor is another guy. He's a Charleston guy. He I don't know if he does any original stuff, but he is the man. Like my southern soul. I would listen to him play, and you're just talking about this just jolly guy, you know, and he's always got a smile on. He's got a nice long white beard, and he's just playing, you know, 7 nights a week as long as I've known him, just jamming away.
So growing up though, before you knew these guys, the locals and everything, like who were you? I mean, because you grabbed a guitar at 4.
Oh yeah,
you know, we have.
Who are some of your favorites?
He says his arm is perma bent.
Yeah, it is.
In the 4-year-old direction from when he was holding on to the guitar. It's never moved.
And I didn't smile in a photo until Jevin told me I needed to take a photo smiling at a gig. You look at me playing a gig and I'm either closing my eyes and I'm like I'm mad,
Gremlin.
but I'm really just really focused on feeling it. So like big musicians as a kid, I did not get a lot of like parents being like, you need to listen to this artist. Like a lot of people are like, I got into Zeppelin because of my dad. 90s country music was what was really big. So
Shania Twain,
I like her. Trace, I think it's Trace Atkins. Yep. Trace Atkins is one. And then whoever did the song All My Exes Live in Texas. I still have this vivid memory of my Aunt Sonia, who I used to have to stay at her place, and she had this like cassette player, and I don't know if this song was the only song that was on that, or if I was having like a little ADHD autism moment, and I was like, I love this song, so I'm just gonna play it. But they told me I played it like 15 times in a row, and just like pretended I was a cowboy line dancer.
Apparently, that's just like a kid thing. Like I remember doing that when I was little too. Like, and I still do it to this day. I mean, that's what playlists are for.
For sure.
I'm like, I'm gonna play all the songs that I really like right now.
Oh,
but did you have a song?
Huh?
Did you have a song like
country?
that? No, just in general that you played it nonstop.
Oh,
when you're
yeah, but it
little.
wasn't nothing to bounce around and dance around about, you know.
Oh, tell me, because if you tell me, I'll tell you.
I'll tell you my song.
It was anything on that Dookie Green Day album.
Oh, Green, but they're fantastic. Even though, yeah.
I mean, we're not bouncing around like
mine
doing
is
the
not
cha-cha.
nearly as cool.
Yeah. Okay. No, you go next, and I'll go last.
no, the song that I played nonstop was "Forever Your Girl" by Paula Abdul. That was like old school, like
Yeah.
anytime, forever. That was
I
the
like
song.
that.
I was like, I
This
wanted
is-
to be Paula Abdul at one point.
Who didn't? I want to be Paula Abdul.
She's pretty
You know?
cool.
So I mean, no, you
Paula,
just got to do it.
it's true.
Um,
Okay, go ahead, rip that Band-Aid off.
My Third Eye Blind was the band,
Okay,
and
how's it gonna be?
no, I love How's It Gonna Be.
It's a great
I'm trying to
song.
learn it.
You should.
It's slow motion, and it's lyrically just the most raw, dirty song. Yeah, dirty song. But let me put it this way: the first line is, "Miss Jones taught me English, but I think I just shot her son because he owed me money. With a bullet in the chest, he cannot run."
Damn.
Yeah, it was
Dark.
lyrically, and it's slow. And then, and the funny part about this, I recall, I had a burnt CD because I'm from that age where you can burn CDs, and I'd go.
Napster.
Yeah, no, I used LimeWire.
LimeWire.
LimeWire. And I did not know anything about computers then, but my mom's work computer, I'd go up there.
Napster.
Yeah, do that. My album's on Napster. You can,
MP3s.
you can
Wait,
to this.
Napster still exists?
Napster's still there.
It does,
Yeah.
but
We gotta shut
not
it
the
down.
same.
No more Napster.
Build a wall around Napster.
Gonna
like
do
who's
it.
gonna
Firewall.
pay for their songs
TikTok
now?
and
Like,
Napster,
we
they're
pay
gone.
for Apple and Spotify.
Which is amazing, like $10 a month or whatever you got to pay.
Mm-hmm.
And I would put that CD in, and I would put that song on before I was going to school, and just listen to it on the way to school.
How'd that make you feel?
I mean, it makes a lot of sense as why a lot of people are like, "Man, you kind of like sad boy vibes," and I'm like, "Well, dude, if you listen to what I listened to growing up, I was just like, let's do this."
Listen, I listened to a lot of Billy Joel when I was like before the age of 12,
Yeah,
and then I got to see him the other year.
strictly '80s Joel, or
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Mhm. But then we saw he was amazing.
He actually was.
He was
It was an amazing
unbelievable.
concert.
Yeah.
We went to Charlotte for that one.
in Bank of America.
Bank of
Yeah.
America. That's where we're
Okay.
going to the Bills game next month. Oh, it's exciting.
For the longest time was my
Yeah.
favorite Billy
Oh,
Joel
It's a great song.
That's
It's-
what my mom used to play in the van.
Yeah, it's the like the swingy one. He's whistling. They do like
yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
It's
He
just,
sounded exactly like he had been singing, back in the 80s, like when
Yeah.
he sounded like that. He was
He
like, I
still
haven't sang in a
sounds
couple
really- yeah.
years. So, and then he sang Uptown Girl. He's like, I haven't sang this in a while. And we're like, what? Well, you don't
He's like,
sound
it's
like
not
it.
going to be good.
We're like,
And
what?
haven't sang it in a while. It was like his second stop on coming back from COVID, the
Oh,
COVID tour. You
okay.
know,
Yeah, it was
like he
delayed
canceled
for
it,
2
yeah.
years.
oh man,
Like Brian turned 40 and we had gotten him tickets to go to Billy Joel, and we were like, sweet. And then COVID hit like 2 months later, and they were like canceling, or we're going to reschedule it. We just don't know when. And it was rescheduled 2 years later. And his mom's
Listen,
like, well,
listen.
we're going.
Real talk. There is nothing in the world like listening to 68,000 people sing.
all at
Sing
once?
us a song, you're the piano man.
Oh, I bet.
and
Oh, it's
and the
great.
band just stops playing. It's just a kick drum.
That's the reason
oh my
concerts are so
God.
amazing. It's
I
just
mean,
like they will. Okay, so we were talking
it'll light
earlier
your
about
skin on
spiritual
fire.
stuff,
Mm-hmm.
right? And
Mhm.
that's the thing that I don't think a lot of people get when you're doing something that's like, I am performing for you, is like, you can still keep yourself up in a room where people are just background music. That's half of the job. But when you have a crowd that's singing with you, that's dancing with you, and it's also your song,
Oh, yeah.
it's just like, dude, for 3 minutes, you feel like a god. You know what I mean? Like,
Absolutely.
and I think that's probably way more magnified. But then I'm sure that the very like successful people who play like stadiums and stuff, it probably wears its charm off. But still, there's just some kind of energy.
Maybe not.
Yeah.
I mean, look at Taylor Swift selling out all those stadiums all the time. You telling me that she didn't get a rush from it? She loves her fans.
Yeah.
Loves them.
And
Every
that-
single one of them.
And that's the best part when you genuinely can communicate and like genuinely can excuse me, and genuinely can like be connected to your fan base, which is something that I really want to do now more than I've done before, is be present when people are introducing themselves to me and like try to match their face to their names and like get, when I get an email, which I've gotten a few times, like try to reply to it instantly about like, thank you so much for your words. And I'll get, notes saying like this song, your original song really touched me. And I think
Amazing.
that's what really drove me to be like, okay, at first it was the money. At first it was the freedom. At first it was the party. And now it's kind of just like, okay, I have a duty
Mm-hmm.
to like
To your fans.
Yeah, well, not
Yeah.
even just to my fans, but just to people in general who feel their life through music. Because that's how I got my way through life. Is if I couldn't figure out how I was feeling, or if nobody else cared, I would hear a song come through my headphones, and for like 3 minutes, that person cared because they're talking about what I'm feeling, and it just there's nothing like it. And so I think that's why I kind of have decided like no more running from, you know, the anxiety or the fear or the failure or any of this, because as long as I play one show a year, and at that one show, one person hears something they need to hear, I haven't failed anything, you know?
I mean, instead of doing the substance stuff, when you are feeling a certain kind of way, like you should write a song.
For sure.
I mean, that's how the artists do it, apparently. I don't know a thing or two, but I do know about that.
And look, through your soul and your storytelling,
Yeah.
if you just change one life, and you will, and that makes that it'll make it all worthwhile. Wait till you do it for the first time.
And that's kind of what I'm excited for, because I really do believe that any other time besides like this last year of soul searching, if I had like touched somebody and emotionally, and like I was the reason that like they decided to get sober, or I was the reason for anything positive in their life, it would have went to my head, and it would have become like this big ego thing. Oh, well, I'm saving people's lives. I'm saving people's lives. But now it's more of just like, wow, you know, like I never thought anybody would ever say that, or like never thought. I think the best comment I got was, I'm going to show my daughter your album because like she's in rehab right now, and I really think that it would help her. And this is at a point where like I was out of my mind at that show. Like, and I know for a fact, because, you know, I'm not a lot of people, unless they know me not at a show, don't know when I'm, you know, really, really gone.
Yeah.
And I was blasted at that show. And then to hear that comment, like instantly sobered me up. I was just like, wow, what am I like, you know? And I still continued to decide not to really fix myself for a while after that. But it was one of those universe moments that's like, hey man, I'm trying to tell you why you're not living up to your purpose, kind of thing.
Feel like you probably have a new creative process forming right now that you're not even like fully aware of yet. Like just up until this point, you've been creating stuff but like not fully open to everything. Now you're clear-headed and you're like, all right, here we go. That's important. I mean, for your life path that you want to take, that's really important. So
Have you continued though when you were going down the wrong road? Did you continue writing songs, or did it take you off the rails?
Honestly, man, it's hit or miss, man. 50-50 toss up, because most of my songwriting is directly related to me being so overwhelmed by a feeling that the only thing I can think of, because I went to the gym, because I did all the stuff that everybody goes, do this and you'll be able to get through it. Or the line that I hate to say is stupid, but it's like, you just have to feel your feelings. And I'm like, well, damn it, if I could, I would. But then I pick up that guitar, and I don't know what words are going to come out of my mouth. I play it, the feeling's gone, but the story's still there. And then I'm like, let me write this story. And I think what you were saying about the new direction, I think I'm going to spend more time with my art. I'm going to put the raw down, like that sample I sent you about that new song, Astronaut Type.
Last night?
Yeah, I'm still going to play those songs out, but I'm going to craft it more where it's like, okay, let me sit back now that I've played this feeling enough to get it out from the other perspective of not living in that feeling anymore. Will this song be helpful? Will this song help somebody else feel what was going on at that point in time? And then can they put that on to send to somebody? Because I've done that so many times. Sent a song to somebody because it said more than what I could say in a 10-page letter.
Yeah.
That's a true story.
I send songs
we used to do that
constantly.
you and I used to do that.
I send songs to my aunt. I send
Remember when
songs
we used
to
to
my
make
mom.
CDs for girls?
Oh my God.
Like, oh man, he made
still
me a
have some.
CD.
Yeah, most of mine was like Eminem. I don't know why. I would just send them like a bunch of Eminem songs.
I'm so old. We made tapes.
Yeah.
I had those too.
You
I
had
have
to draw
like
the little
one.
line. Oh boy.
I have a couple mixtapes from my friend Sarah Maine.
Sarah Maine.
Yeah, man. She watches this show. She loves this show. She wants to come visit too.
Big shout out.
Hi,
Yeah,
Sarah.
yeah.
Oh man.
She'll love that.
Yeah, good. Sarah Maine.
Oh, there
You've been
she is
called
again.
out. Yeah.
We want to make a short for her. So
Oh.
Just put it on replay.
and I'm
way
like,
she
Sarah
can-
Maine, Sarah Maine.
Yeah, she can download the sound and turn it into
Sarah,
like a
Sarah,
alarm in the
Sarah
morning.
She'll think it's hysterical because she does. She loves watching it. And she
Corey
said-
whips it into one of his songs
Yeah.
later on.
No, now she's the subject for Song Matter. It'll be
That's
awesome.
right. That's
Yep.
right.
I have to meet her first, but
No,
I
she
will
looked
say,
like her. She's
yeah,
awesome.
I will say this: that 90% of, if not 100% of my music, is either related to like struggles with substance abuse and like because that's life for me most of the time, especially when I'm using and stuff like that, or failed relationships because that's life for me a lot of the time. Because interpersonal relationships are very, very hard for me. I'm very, very like. Sometimes I don't want to talk to anybody, and then sometimes I blow up all of my friends and be like, "Hey, pay attention to me. Pay attention to me."
Hey, oh, but only for a minute. Hold on.
Yeah, I got dog energy with like a cat mentality sometimes.
Like, hey, don't touch me.
It's human nature for some people. I mean, you're not gonna live your life all alone. You know, sometimes you're gonna be around people, and then sometimes you're like, fuck them guys. I'm out.
Yeah.
Do you feel energy from people? I mean, I know you feel energy from people, but what I meant was, do you consider yourself to be like empathic? Do you feel like what other people feel a lot of times? Or do you just walk around being like, I can't absorb all this right now?
It once again, I think we talked about because the Gemini energy, it's 50-50. It's like you said, there's two people in me. There's a side of me that if I can't relate to it, like if I haven't been through it, I struggle with understanding like what sympathy sounds like because in my brain, if I haven't been through it, it's more of just like, oh man,
You start laughing.
No, well, only when I'm
Awkward.
uncomfortable.
Oh.
Well, I make really bad jokes when I'm uncomfortable and something bad has happened. I had a roommate who came in and she told me she had cancer, and I was cleaning the kitchen. Her cancer came back. She was an older lady.
Okay.
Not old lady, but older.
Mm-hmm.
And she had gone through it one time before, and she came in and she wanted to tell me, and she's all sad and stuff. I'm busy cleaning the kitchen, and I don't do well with bad news. So I turn around and I go, I don't give a damn if you have cancer. Doesn't mean you can't clean up the fucking kitchen.
Oh,
And then-
no.
No, you have to understand. We tell the story all the time when she comes
right.
around. She
Oh,
died.
good. She's still alive.
Yeah, she
Oh,
died.
thank God.
She died laughing, and then she got in the kitchen and started cleaning up. We started talking about it. I'm like, yo, I don't do well with bad news, you know. So I hope that wasn't too harsh, but like, you know,
Whoops.
but it was funny and it was fun and we got through it. And
That's probably what you
You know,
needed at that time.
yeah,
Like
but-
instead of being like falling down into like a puddle of tears, which I'm not that person either. I don't normally do that, but that probably was like the only way that your brain could register some reaction
Yeah.
at that time. So it's okay.
yeah, and well, most of, I have not really been through being close to somebody who has like struggled with cancer. Up until like my sister this last year. So she was like one of the first people. I've seen a lot of death, but I've never been like, I'm walking through this with you, like I live in your own house kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But like shoe on the other foot, if I've been through it or if I can relate to it, then I'm right there crying with you. Like, and maybe even if I can't relate to it, I'll still. So I would say more empathetic than not, but
I prefer to
definitely.
be stoic through the process.
yeah.
I think that's what I was when Brian had cancer. I just tried to be stoic, and I don't know how to put actual emotion into certain things because I don't want to melt down. So
Yeah.
it was just like, I'm going to be a statue. I got this.
If you were asked to title this new chapter in your life,
Oh,
would
yeah.
you know what you would title it?
Oh yeah, I'm on the rise on the Ashes to Ember, which is like a online store that I'm hoping to create for some online products that are not music related for that I want to kind of put out in the world to also do healing. But like that's kind of the motto of this part of my life is that even though phoenixes can rebirth over and over and over and over again, I kind of want this to be the you'll never not have falls. but I don't want to fall the same way. You know, I want it to be a different rebirth. Like this time I finally beat this part of my life so that my music can start turning into not all about struggling with drugs and alcohol, and not all about like girls that made me be sad, but I can start writing songs about mental health, and kind of like the new song that Astronaut Type is kind of leaning that way. It's the start of that, because it's about attachment styles, and you know, even though it is about a girl that I was with and my attachment style, it's turning more into the creative. And I think that's kind of why I want to move into a space of symbolizing everything instead of over explaining it.
Mansplaining.
As I'm doing right now.
That's okay.
Listen, I'm the captain of that boat. Usually.
Brian is Mr. Mansplainer. He mansplains to me.
Well, people always say, man, you know, you talk a lot or whatever. And it's what it really is I'm a nervous chatter guy. So when I'm like nervous, you get all that nervous energy. And the only thing you can do is really like talk it out, tap it out, that kind of thing. And I've never been much of a like fidgeter, except for my hands. I talk with my hands a lot. And so that's where it comes from. Ba, 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 ba.
Yeah.
Are you nervous, Corey?
Yeah, very nervous.
Do I make you nervous, Corey?
Both of you do.
Oh.
You, man, he'd be only.
I'm intimidating.
Well, I saw the sign that said live nudes, and I was like, what part of the show do I got to do that?
It's coming. It's in about 10 minutes.
Round 2.
It cuts, and then it just uncuts, and I'm just naked behind the guitar.
Like, this is the X-rated version. Sorry, everybody.
He's standing in front of a green screen.
Yeah, it's Naked and Afraid, but a totally different style.
Yeah.
He's got the guitar, and that's it. It's just Corey Tate naked.
Well, they said they wanted it raw.
Nude
That's what it needs
storytelling.
to be. That'll be your stripped album. That you can call it
that's
like
that's
Corey
the front.
Tate
That's the
raw.
front of it. Yeah. Oh man.
That'd be so funny.
Yeah.
I'm
You
not-
guys convinced me to go to New York and actually get a big area to play in, and it'd be like Corey Tate Raw in New York, and I don't know if I'm gonna get any charges for that.
Listen,
but,
we can put a green screen behind you and put you anywhere you want. Tokyo, the
We'll
beach.
just pretend you could be standing on top of a skyscraper.
flip all the way through it. That's how the music video goes.
Corey was on the podcast. Next thing we know, he's standing on top of a building in Tokyo. I don't think he's coming back.
He was on the Great Wall of China. We didn't know what was going on.
He made his music career over in Tokyo.
Yeah, I have no idea what would happen if I found out that like in another country around the world somewhere, because you know, randomly American artists would just get found by somebody, and they'll be like, your statistics say that like in Belgium you have 90% of your fans, and I'm just like,
Belgium.
yeah. Or like,
You mean on?
no, I don't. But I'm just
That'd be
saying,
cool,
like,
though.
Yeah, I would just be like, all right. So apparently I got to do. Wow, who's that famous actor that was like really big in Germany? They did a roast of him.
David Hasselhoff.
Yeah, Mr. Hasselhoff.
Hasselhoff.
Yeah. But I think maybe he was German. I don't remember. But
No, he had this thing in he was German, but he was huge over there. And like when the Great Berlin Wall like got torn down, he was there like singing. He sang. It was in the 80s. I wasn't like fully aware of what was going on because I was a really little kid at that point. But yeah, that's what I remember from him.
you're doing better than me.
I'm good at really stupid shit, like remembering stuff like
Well, I
that.
just meant
That's
like
right.
I just
This is
meant like
true
I
low
wasn't.
country.
I didn't exist in the 80s. So. You know,
Quiet.
she was like, "Did I say 80s? I meant 2000s." I don't.
Excuse me. I just revealed my age to everyone.
No, it's
They
all
already
good.
know.
Nobody even cares anymore about that. I love it when women are like, "Oh my god, like I'm 25, life is over." Because don't get me wrong. I totally thought the same thing. I think everyone does at 25. You hit that mark of like, I'm a quarter of a century old, and then all
Oh
the
yeah, I do remember feeling that when I turned 25. I was like,
Yo,
oh my
hoot
god.
owl.
Yeah.
Hoot owl.
Oh my god. This man that I am married to was convinced this morning. This is a great
was it
story,
this
Low
morning?
Country. Was it this
No,
morning?
2
Or was it
mornings ago.
2 mornings ago. 2 mornings ago, there was I got up for my normal day, and he also woke up at the same time, which is rare, but I heard a chirping noise, which normally means something in the computer just either downloaded or is done charging. I've heard that noise 1,000 times. He was insistent that it was a hoot owl, everyone. A hoot owl. He goes, did you hear the hoot owl? What?
I went outside and I listened to that thing for like 30 minutes, and I'm like,
He
he
was
just flew away.
insistent.
Like,
He goes,
he must
I will
have flown
bet
away.
you $1,000 it is a hoot owl. I said, I will bet you $1,000 right now that you are wrong and that it's the computer.
This is how confident I was. I ran outside. I wasn't even inside long enough to hear if it was actually the speaker. So
I was laughing
Wrong.
at him through the window for like 5 minutes, and he looked at me with the look of death, and I was like,
it's not
sorry.
death. I was a defeated man.
It was the funniest thing. I was like, I can't even bicker with you right now because this is the most ridiculous argument I think we've
Listen, it's a
ever
rare
had.
occasion you get to kick me in the nuts.
I didn't
Was
kick
that
you in
the
the
prize?
nuts. I was just
No.
Yeah,
Oh,
come here.
I was like, dude,
Come here.
yeah. I'm like, whoa.
It was
Sell
the
tickets
You,
to
you
this.
you really thought you had that one in the bag.
I was like, what? Really? A hoot owl? And then he comes in and tries to make a joke of it. What'd you call it? Like a black winged, silver tipped
A
horned
silver
owl?
tip black wing owl. Yeah.
And I was like, you are so full of shit. And he was.
Listen, I don't even know if a hoot owl is actually an owl.
It is an owl.
I thought hoot owl. I thought you were saying what the sound it made, and then saying owl. Like,
No,
the
I
sound
don't
is
think. I don't
hoot.
think it's a hoot owl. I mean,
Are you
I just-
sure? I know it's a screech owl.
listen, there is one of those, but I just heard that on that movie. We're out in Minnesota, it's
Fargo?
it's got Zellweger in it. and-
Oh, out of town.
Out of time, yeah. He's like, get out of here. He's talking to his wife. He's like, get out of here, yo, hoot owl.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that's where I heard it.
Oh my God. And is that one dude, and I can't remember his name now, but he's an awesome actor.
I
too.
know.
Oh well.
Yeah, my brain is basically just a giant game of 6 Degrees from Kevin Bacon. I have to talk about like 4 things that go with it when I can't remember it, and then it'll just pop out.
But the fact that one time this entire year that I was able to say like, you are incorrect, and I was right.
It's your
Amazing.
1 in 365.
Amazing.
It's like I've got a better chance of being struck by lightning typically of that happening, but
Hey, everybody
I
knows.
I lived to tell another tale, I guess.
Everybody knows the ridiculousness of our randomness. So there you go.
Man.
Yeah. And I'm not one to give relationship advice because I'm not great at it. But in my experience, I feel like people who can have like little competitions and fights and stuff, like little fights about a hoot owl or whatever,
Hoot
and
owl.
easily just be able to like, I was right, hee, and make it
We
like
just
a
laugh at
game.
each other.
That's what I'm saying. To make it a game, they're gonna have so much easier time with the big fights because it's gonna be like, all right, like if I don't get mad that you're like hee, I won about the hoot owl.
See,
I might get,
it's
you
a
know.
lot of fun living around here because my 2 roommates are really easy targets. And so they're a lot of fun to go out with and embarrass them sometimes.
That's
And
why we don't go out.
It's all in good fun, though.
We don't go out. That's why.
I love that he called you guys roommates.
I'm like, no, you can say right here while I go to the grocery store, have a good day.
I guess roommates is better than the word dependents.
Right? Yeah.
The
yeah.
two dependents.
My two dependents. No,
Hey, if you
they're
know-
actually my dependents.
Sweet,
So,
sweet. Are you trying to adopt another? That's all I'm saying.
there you go. Come on.
I'm 32, but I promise I can feed myself.
I mean,
You don't have to
that's
walk
great.
me.
You can wipe your
You
own
don't have
ass.
to walk.
Yeah, you don't have to walk me. I can open doors by myself.
Good job.
They even let me drive to work sometimes.
Wow.
I'm pretty self-sufficient.
Do they let you hold the wheel?
They put me in the passenger seat and let me do the fake one.
Yeah.
Oh my
I'm sitting
God,
here.
like driver's ed.
For real.
Break. Just kidding.
Gotcha.
Not really.
If I remember correctly, you were such a bad driver in high school.
You are incorrect, sir.
Oh, I was. It wasn't
Ooh,
Very
you.
much.
we're gonna get to watch this live action.
Hey, this happens every show. This happens
First of
every
all,
show.
I didn't even get my license until I turned 18. I got my permit at 16 like everybody else. I just didn't have a vehicle to drive, so I didn't take the test until I had a vehicle to take the test on so I could drive around.
I'm certain I was in a vehicle in high school with somebody who could not drive that looked like you.
I can guarantee that it wasn't me because I had definitely not even thought about wanting to drive a car.
Blakeney was a bad driver. Maybe it was her.
It probably was. Didn't I go to her party? Was that her party?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
Her brother's parties. I don't know if she was all at
We went to a party together when we were in high school. We technically were on a date, but we weren't on a date. We were just going to
Listen,
the
we had
party
to go
together.
incognito.
we went incognito.
I was dressed up as Michael J. Fox. Listen,
He's so stupid.
I love Michael J. Fox. His
Me too.
foundation is amazing.
I saw him in Epcot.
I read his biography. I forget what it's called. I read it when I had a lot of free time to think about things and read, and it was by far the most amazing. And honestly, was one of the things that made me go, you know what, like, shit, I need to do something with my life because this man's got like I forget what it's called. Yeah, Parkinson's.
Advanced.
And like he can't drive, he can't do anything for himself. This was after he fell and had that big injury, and everything. And this man is still on TV performing, and he's still
he's still going at it. I think,
he is.
Still
He's
married to the same beautiful
wife.
girl.
Yeah, his wife stuck around. His kids love him, and their foundation, amazing. And so I was just like, all right, well, maybe I don't need to be important. I just need to be effective.
Yes, we like it a lot.
Yeah.
I like when people that can overcome, like, I mean, Parkinson's is pretty debilitating. Like, I know somebody who's got it and just got it like 2 years ago, and they're about, I mean, it's, you know.
Yeah. I
It
mean,
can-
but
it can
he's
be-
been dealing
it
with it
can-
for like most of his life.
Like a long time.
Long time.
Yeah, I think he got diagnosed with it in one of the Back to the Futures.
Yeah, I think it was the
Third one? That sounds about a little right.
I believe because he was pretty good up until that point, and then he started not making movies after that. Like, I think The Frighteners was one of the last ones that I remember watching him, and that was like 94 or something. And then it was
He has
done.
his guest star appearance.
But he was on Spin City for like a zillion years, and he was awesome.
That was
in
his big thing. Yeah.
That was
Yeah,
a
Spin
huge
City.
thing.
If
for
I'm
him.
not
'Cause he was great in
incorrect-
TV.
Did he have
Wonderful.
Parkinson's then?
Yeah,
He did.
At
That's
the
when
end
it-
of the
that's when it
show
was
is when
developing pretty bad,
at the end of the show is when he was like, "This is my foundation. This is what I'm going to be spending my life doing," and all that stuff. It was very inspirational. Jack loves Michael J. Fox. You remember how many times we had to watch the Back to the Future movies?
I don't really care to remember.
Yeah.
Endless. Like
Listen,
1, 2,
if
3.
you
It's a
introduce
great-
him to
it's
one
a
movie,
great-
he watches it for 1,000 times in a row.
Well, he doesn't do it anymore because I think he's outwatched him all of them at this point.
I
so
told him
now-
his streaming limit was up with Sparklight.
Oh, man.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm the reverse. I watched something once, except for like comfort shows. But speaking of comfort shows, I'm pretty sure my favorite time, if I'm not mistaken, was when he did like a reoccurring guest spot on Scrubs. And I think
He was in Scrubs. You're
and
right.
he was such a great, like, just it was perfect dynamic. His character with everybody else, which by far one of my favorite comedy, like spoof-esque type shows.
I
That
did
is
like
Scrubs.
that. I did like that a lot. I
watched
remember
that.
Mhm.
I used to watch reruns of that show continually, like all the time, to the point where I watched it, I would say at least 6 or 7.
That was like ER with the humor
6
kick.
or 7 times, probably.
Yeah.
And then came House MD.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Oh,
I
House,
love
yeah, I'm
House.
on it. And there's a new one called Brilliant Minds. If you haven't started watching that, it's on Peacock. Oh, it's amazing because I'm into the psychology
I've
stuff.
seen Criminal Minds.
Criminal Minds. I
It's
can't
Criminal
watch
Minds.
too many episodes of that. It messes with my head.
I bet.
You know?
I
That's
You
what
I
watch
watched-
enough people.
said.
You watch enough people go insane and like do these like elaborate murders. You're just like, well, I spend a lot of time alone.
I watched like all of the like original CSI, like with William what's his face, and then I watched CSI Miami with David Caruso. You know, he was just like freaking stoic and always took his sunglasses off.
Isn't the CSI the one where it's like every crime was solved because somebody came?
Sometimes,
Yeah.
sometimes that was usually the case, or it was like, why are these people hiding this body for 30 years in a freezer underneath the ground? I don't know, but it has something to do with that detective over there.
Yeah,
Like,
you're like, oh God.
but it was a good storyline.
It's such great. It's crunchy TV is what I call it. It's super easy. Like who doesn't still rewatch SVU? Like
All the
you know,
time.
Oh, I love
Never,
SVU.
There's like
never a dull
25
moment.
seasons.
Give me an
Yeah.
SVU episode every day of the week.
Yeah, it's
They
like,
brought
dun,
Christopher
dun.
Maloney back, and
Amazing.
Gina and I
Yeah.
were Gina and I were
Unorganized
the-
crime.
yeah.
We're like, oh,
we had popcorn.
That
Oh my
was
God.
that was the best thing they probably could have did for that. And they're still great at like Dick Wolf. You are an amazing writer. If you
Oh,
happen upon
man.
this,
true.
if you happen
Yeah.
upon this, like
Hi.
yeah. Hey, I would exactly. I would love to write a song for one of you.
Just
But-
throw them in the mix.
Yeah. But the best opening theme song I also thought was Scrubs because I can't do this all
Yep.
on my
Yep.
own. Just such a great like intro.
Yeah, I mean, intro
Dick
songs.
Wolf, please come up to the stage to grab your award. Thank you.
He thinks he's cool because he's got the sound buttons.
He just gets a daytime Emmy from this one show.
Oh, Lord. Yeah,
It's
exactly.
brutal, right?
No, you play all those buttons because that one was creepy, but try
That's-
another one.
Oh,
This is just covering the boy stuff.
Yep, there it
Yeah.
is.
Please. Oh no. Thanks a lot.
I sound really awesome sometimes. Yep.
I feel
No,
like
thank you.
whenever it does cut to the screen, it's going to come back. I'm with my guitar, and now it's like Saw 7.
You've got,
Get
like,
out.
you've got like something like up over your head, but you're still holding the guitar.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just like, to get out of this room, you have to either break your guitar or saw your arm off. And I'm like, well, I just got this thing out of the shop. I don't know. Let me sit here for a minute and think about it.
Do you know that I refuse to watch? I think I watched Saw like 1 and 2, and then I put my foot down and was like, I'm not watching any more of these. And Jack and Brian were like, why not? And I'm like, I don't like this kind of thriller.
Yeah.
It's not my jam.
I'm
Give
not
me
a
a nice
gore guy.
good rom-com.
Rom-com
yeah?
is great.
Rom-com or like a super drama or Titanic every day.
Really?
or whenever you pull out the Must Love Dogs.
It's not Must Love Dogs.
Oh, whatever. What
It's
is
not.
it? What is it?
He's thinking of Diane Lane, the actress.
Mhm.
She was in Must Love Dogs. That's not the movie he's
Listen,
talking
then
about.
she's in
though.
the same, I don't know, the same place where she films all of her movies then. I don't know. Where is
Must
that,
Love
Italy?
Dogs was not filmed in Italy.
No, it wasn't.
It was filmed in New York
Oh wait,
City.
is that the lady who did the Eat Love Pray movie?
Yes.
Eat, Pray, Love was
that's
Julia
another
Roberts.
one.
Oh,
That
That's
never mind.
that's when
another
I'm
one
in
I
my
call.
feelings. I have to watch that movie in its entirety, and then I'll watch Under the Tuscan Sun after that.
So
Because
listen, in reality,
Yeah.
I'm just breaking her balls.
it's
Every
true.
time she puts a movie on like that, like Eat, Pray, Love, or Gone with the
like
Wind,
go
I'm
back
like,
to bed.
What, you're watching Must Love Dogs again?
Yeah.
I wish that I didn't do that all the time, but the worst part about me is I'm just wrong. Like it's not, I'm not doing it on purpose. I just do not recognize people's faces when they're famous, and I don't like talk to them all day.
I'm not. Listen, I didn't either, and like I don't know. I guess I used to, but I'm the Gino tell you popular culture, movies. Like
I'm
He would
referential,
lose.
though.
He would not, like in
can't do
the Who Wants
anything.
to Be a Millionaire,
Oh,
when you have
yeah,
to
those
like a
pop
last
questions.
phone call, like your last or whatever that one. What is that one show where you
Who
had,
wants
Yeah,
to
you
be a
gotta phone a
millionaire?
friend,
Yeah,
yeah.
you got to
or you
phone
have
a
to
friend.
call
Phone a
phone a friend or your
yeah.
dad or
Yeah.
And they always
whomever.
choose the most like ridiculous person who doesn't know shit. They're just like,
It
I
would
just-
be a popular
yeah.
culture question, and I'd have to call Brian. He would be my phone call, right? Because I'd be like, yeah,
No,
of course
call
I'm going to call
Corey.
Brian.
Don't call
I'd be
me.
like, I'll call
Don't
Corey.
call me,
I'll
bro.
give you
I'll
his
call
number.
anyone.
I will Google that shit. That's
No.
about all I can do for you.
Like,
He's
quick.
gonna pull out Chat GPT. I'll
Yeah,
have
real
it.
quick.
Right, like what was the Lone Ranger's horse's name? Like Brian?
Listen, he's gonna.
Okay,
have,
horse
don't
questions
know?
though. Horse questions though. I feel like that's like an up on you because you were telling me that you do like the horse. you've
if
been
it was
into
like,
horse stuff.
yeah, but the Lone Ranger. I
the
don't
Lone
know.
Ranger's horse. You know what that's actually a movie line from A Christmas Story.
Yes,
Because he's trying to fill it out in the newspaper. He's like, what was the name of the Lone Ranger's horse? And she's like, Victor. His name is Victor. And that's a true statement.
But yeah, I have a lot of knowledge on horses.
No, I just memorize movies all the time.
Is that the one that has Tonto as his sidekick, or am I totally off?
Yeah, that is
That's-
the Lone Ranger that you're thinking of.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
But that's literally a part of that stupid Christmas movie that I have to watch on repeat all through the month of December. It's like Home Alone, Home Alone 2. A Christmas Story is only played on Christmas Eve to Christmas Day. I won't watch it any other time.
Okay, you forgot one of the most
Mm.
major Christmas movies of all time, though.
National Lampoon.
No, Die Hard.
Home Alone. Oh.
Oh, yes. Well,
Die
Die
Hard.
Hard's in the mix
Yeah.
also, but I
That's
don't
a-
consider Die Hard necessarily to be a Christmas movie,
Oh,
even
you're one
though,
of those. Oh God.
yeah. But I have a lot of musical and movie knowledge. So what you got?
Me?
I don't know, man.
Questions?
Me,
Brian
I
has
have zero,
Scoreboard zero.
none.
But
then
you
that's
do
why you're
know
the
a few
best-
movies.
You know, like if you have like Trivial Pursuit, it's like you know what side she needs to take care of.
I had to clear a lot of shit out of here to make room for what's here now. It's because there's not room for all that, not in my opinion.
I'm the weird guy that's like, for
I just
some
don't
reason, I can remember like the album name that like for certain songs. I'm like, I remember the album name, don't
Yeah.
remember the song name.
Yeah. Like
Mhm.
I can recall a lot of useless facts to some people, but sometimes somewhere, I would say, that information will be important to somebody.
I have a photographic memory, but most of the files are in cache right now. It's a
Okay.
cached file. So I mean, like, if
It just
I
didn't develop.
really, well, no, if I sit here long enough, I can pull it up out of the memory.
Just it's like a
Remember,
Rolodex.
Just somebody
Yeah.
back there just rolling through it.
It's just like an old lady named Pearl. She's like, hold on
Yeah, exactly.
1 second.
Yeah.
This guy needs the picture of the dog again to get the
when,
name.
when people die, just put them in a little purgatory file and just.
let's go.
You can blame Pearl for the fact that when you saw your grandfather's image in a dream that you couldn't figure out who he was. Thank
Pearl?
Pearl. She couldn't figure it out either.
Who's Pearl?
Pearl's the lady in your brain that's going through the Rolodex trying to.
Oh,
Yeah, she
catalog
created
all
a
your
mythical
stuff.
character for you.
oh, she did right
Her
there.
name's Pearl.
Okay.
Listen, I mean,
Gee,
I would
thanks.
take it though, you know? Like,
Yeah.
if she's just going to give you a secretary,
A librarian.
Yeah,
of
a
sorts.
librarian of
She
sorts,
really,
sorry.
really, and she's got the cardigan on, like the little glasses. She's like,
she's a
I don't know.
badass with the Dewey Decimal System.
That's what I'm saying. Like she knows her stuff, and she knows when there's a card out of place.
Doesn't she?
Yeah, my brain's more of like if you had like a bunch of different cards and they were all in file boxes.
And, then they're like, "Poof."
Yeah, exactly. And then the intern tripped and just all of them went everywhere. That's
It's exactly. It's just the imagery in my head that I'm like,
just like or like
Oh.
or like on The Office when he spills all the chili. Like that's yeah. Was that the Timmy tone?
Yay. Gina
mine
can
is
do it
literally
really well.
my memory is like somebody just like kind of ice skating, like the pink elephants in Dumbo. That scene where they're like ice skating and gliding around, and then all of a sudden it just like explodes into different colors and stuff. That's my brain. I don't know what's going on in there most of the
Dumbo is
time.
kind of a fucked movie.
It is.
Yeah.
And it's very disturbing to know that they marketed that to children
Yeah.
for years and still do.
Yeah,
Unless they put it back in the vault,
aren't the
but-
pink elephants supposed to be like detriment tremens or whatever? That like the delusions you get if you like come off of like alcohol real hard. I heard that
Something like
somewhere.
that.
Yeah, it was something to that effect.
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh, well,
Like
no kid understood
the
that.
animators apparently were like, you know what? They're just going to think it's cute.
I mean, look at Pinocchio. Look at all of them. Like Pinocchio went to the Lost Boys Island.
I hated that movie.
Yeah.
I still do. I hate that story. I hate that movie. And I love
Speaking of-
donkeys, but I hate that movie.
Yeah, speaking of cartoons that are like The Simpsons.
Yeah.
What is going on there, man?
fuck.
They're prophetic.
What
They
is
have been-
going
have
on
been
with
for
The
a while.
Simpsons?
Something.
They got
Well-
they hit this Charlie Kirk thing.
Well, I mean, if you're a
that's it.
conspiracy theorist, you know, and you're like inside job guy, if it's all being orchestrated by like the richest people in the world, then and the best thing to do is like, well, we can't just blindside them, so we gotta like get them subconsciously, subliminally ready for it, so they don't just lose their shit. Why not put it out on a TV show that's been around for 35 years?
And little kids are going to be like, oh, wait, what's that
Yeah.
mean?
Hashtag I'm not crazy, I promise.
I wonder if Mike.
There's no
I wonder if
tinfoil
Mike
under
Battle's
this.
behind all this.
I never
Mike
said
Ba-
I wasn't crazy.
Mike Battle is this kid I grew up with.
Yeah.
Up in or Mendon, New York, and he's the color analyst for The Simpsons.
Oh, really?
He's the guy. Yeah, he's like right up on the top of the credits.
Well, you know, you heard the rumor about the like they all used to do the Halloween like House of Horror
Yeah.
every year, and then like they said like every year they like prophesized the people that would die, like that's the name on the headstones when it screens in really quick. But then we're also in the age of like AI now, so like think about all the misinformation and like the memes and stuff that are just fabricated that you have to go, okay,
Well, even
Is this reality?
just the celebrities, like the football players, like was what comes. You know, they're stepping up to the podium. And they're like, "Oh, you know, Travis Kelce, he's a piece of shit." You know, they do. Like
Yeah.
they just talk. You know, but it's just all AI. I mean,
Well, there goes all of our Swiftie fans. They're going to all like hate us now because you just said that.
he's not. He is not. He's one of the greatest of all time.
Travis Kelce.
Dude, yeah, he bagged Taylor Swift. He's the greatest of all time. I don't care
Yeah,
what he does
true.
in
He's the
football.
GOAT.
Hey,
It's
Yeah, I
true.
don't care what
Yep.
he does in football. Yeah.
100%,
She's like,
man.
yeah.
And he did it the right way. And I think it was awesome. And
Yeah.
I was like, yay, love.
That well, and exactly. It's like
Way to go.
and the cool thing about
It's for
that was
real.
long. Yeah, all right.
Woo!
Yeah. Well, the cool thing about it is I don't know the story really, really close, but like a lot of people, when they see like good love stories or good courtship or all that stuff, they always honestly almost all the time go, "Oh, look, that's how like old Christian love is supposed to be, and like old, like whatever, like style love. And it's like, I don't think they even talk about their spiritual beliefs.
They don't.
Yeah. That's just genuinely how two people who have become successful are secure in themselves. And security is the biggest part.
They broke the internet when they
Yeah.
went and did their podcast together. And I was like, oh, this is
big. after they got engaged, right? Or is it right
apparently the
before?
podcast was right before before he was like, hey, we're going to go get some wine out in the yard. Like, why don't you before we go to dinner?
Was that the Brothers podcast, or have the two of
yeah,
them
New
started
Heights.
one?
No, New Heights. No, they had Taylor as a guest,
I
and it
gotcha.
broke
Yeah.
the internet. Like
the
it
only
crashed.
problem is now like, some of her best albums, were same thing, emotional, and she had a lot of turmoil, a lot of trouble. I think her newest one was less like that, more ethereal. I haven't kept up since Midnight.
What she just released was Tortured Poets Society, right?
Okay.
So, and she's about to release another one October 3rd, Life of a Showgirl. Apparently, the way that it turned out, she actually wanted to release Life of a Showgirl before Tortured Poets, but our girl was sad, apparently, and she needed to show the fans, like, this is what I've been going through on tour. This is all this stuff. I wrote all these songs while on tour. All she does is write songs, like, all the time.
She's super creative. One of the best.
It's insane.
I'm talking about like her first album, Teardrops on My Guitar. She actually already one reason why I'm a Swiftie is because she has a song called "Stay Beautiful." In the beginning of it, if I read the words right, or Corey's eyes are like a jungle, he smiles, it's like the radio.
Aw.
And I was like, oh yeah, this is
Oh,
my
really?
song.
For me.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it says Corey. Yeah. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe I've just been lying to myself all this life, but it got me there. I was like, all right, cool. Let me listen to more of this. And then like Midnight Lavender, and just how she comes up with a story. And she does it in such a way that you don't even realize it's a story.
Yeah.
Like these a bunch of random songs, and then you listen to her talk about it, or you like actually watch her show, and you're like, oh,
You go
yeah.
if you go down a rabbit hole like I have done before and watch the podcasts of people explaining what this song meant on this album, which also led to this next one. She's a mastermind. The way that she does all that
And
stuff.
PR stuff, like I don't know if she has like a
Holy cow.
PR person or not.
Oh, she
but-
definitely does.
Yeah, but I mean, like I
In
don't
her
know.
marketing team,
Yeah,
the
but I
way
don't
they
know if they're
release
doing
it.
all of it, or
She's got a
but
high rise.
She's a very big, from what
she's
I've seen, she's
influential,
in it.
for
She's like
sure.
right in there. She's like, I don't want to be hands off. I want to, here's your idea. Okay, here's how I want to institute it. That if I did say like what my direction would be creative wise, I don't think I'll ever match like that level of like what she's
I
doing.
don't know if anyone ever could.
Exactly. She's become iconic, truly.
She found the
but
niche
Listen,
for
when you-
people and was just like, hey,
Yeah.
When
she
you
found
have
it
to
and
walk
marketed it.
on the other side of a white sheet with bus tubs behind you to get to your box, yeah,
Well, she at this
You might
point
have it
now,
going on.
she apparently
that's how
it's a
she got in
safety
there yesterday
concern.
or
It's a
last
safety
weekend.
concern.
Well, yeah,
because
she'll get mobbed.
She's gonna get mobbed. She doesn't want the paparazzi constantly taking photos of her, even though she controls when they do.
Travis is too jealous to let her have a security staff, so we're fucked. That's
She
all
has
right.
her own security.
I
She
know.
doesn't need Travis to do that.
Well, and the thing about it is as private as she is, and as like safety concern, because she's iconic, she also makes so much time for legitimate fans, not people who like
In children's hospitals,
especially
and she loves
children.
children.
Yeah,
Oh
and
my
I think
goodness.
that's the heart of everything. Like if you genuinely are making your music in an artistic way, and one of the biggest things that I love about the people we talked about, Kyle, Derek, and GTA, and Jevin is they are really they love when the kids come up and enjoy it. Just like I said, I love when the kids do it because they still have the rest of their life to figure out what they're passionate about. And in this moment right now, this moment is all that matters.
They're just
for
being
them.
kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just amazing. And I think that's why, with the way mental health is going, not to get like too serious, but we're seeing like all these teen like suicides on the rise and all. Yeah. It's like, and it's because like, a lot of parents aren't like letting their kids be kids. And one of the most beautiful thing that I get to see is when their parents need them to be kids right now and need them to be entertained because they're out eating and they haven't had a break all day, and they get just absorbed in the music. And we as musicians allow for that just 5 minutes of quiet. I don't have any kids, so I don't, but just that 5 minutes of quiet are always here. Like, he loves music and why does everybody says it? He's not the first.
Spreading that seed.
He is not the first person to say that. And honestly, like women say that, like women who are my friends say that more. And I'm like, I don't know if you know this, but I'm a virgin.
You're like,
Yeah,
excuse
I'm just
me.
kidding. I'm not gonna lie.
I didn't believe that for a
I
millisecond.
can't lie about that. There's at least one person in the tri-state area that would at least be like, nope, I took, I was the tribute. But
I can tell you this though: if you pushed it far enough, you could have got Gina to believe it.
yeah, probably.
Oh, easy.
I should have held on
She's
to
real
him more.
First of
Yeah, but
all-
then your comments would have been like, he's a liar. Like, why is he doing this? And then
Yeah.
I would have to be like, now I'd have to go on record being like, I did
duped
have
her.
sex with that woman. I did inhale.
Oh God, I hope they don't get into the comments being like, I found him.
Yeah. Oh God.
There he is.
His name's not
Daddy.
Corey, it's Travis.
Actually, you know what? If you guys would just even as jokes, just put pictures of babies that look like me and be like,
Like
I need
dark-haired
you-
babies.
Yeah, just like I
That's
need
Travis Homendinger. That's not that's not Corey Tate.
Oh man, that's crazy.
He'd be like, "Daddy?" Question mark.
Yeah, no, I don't.
Would you
like
believe
that.
your father moved to South Carolina, changed his name to Corey Tate?
Yeah, I hope not, man.
And he is a musician.
Ooh, now he is. Yeah, he's
We are all in
famous.
trouble.
He's famous. Let's go find him.
Anybody on the internet?
When the
is
trolls
famous
come
now.
out, buddy, that means
Yeah.
you've made it.
Yeah, exactly. If I get hit with child support, then I know that I've done something right. I guess.
Yeah.
Like, whose blonde-haired baby is this?
Yeah, this baby does not look like me.
Yeah, we got to go on Maury.
But I was literally just about to say that. But then you know what? Then I get on Maury, and then I'm like, hey, by the way, Maury, can I do a little?
Is he
you know-
still alive?
you are not the
Oh,
father.
I'm pretty sure.
Maury?
Yeah, he's got to
Oh,
be.
Jerry
Oh,
Springer's
yeah.
the one I was
Yeah.
thinking of.
Jerry's dead?
Is Jerry's not
Jerry's
dead?
dead?
Jerry
I don't-
died.
No, he did not.
Yes, he did.
Are we going to Google this right now? We have to Google this.
Okay,
is
promise.
Googleable.
The girl who knows things.
Yeah,
the
he's
girl who knows
probably- he's
popular
probably
I mean,
dead.
do you, no,
What
not
did
about
he
pop
die?
culture, but do you just like really trashy TV?
No, I just know that for a fact because I remember being like, "Oh, Jerry Springer died. That sucks." Because
Oh,
he was
man.
like the king of dirty shows.
Yeah, trash TV. I love it.
Yeah.
If any
Yeah.
kids are out there watching, don't do drugs.
Don't
Yeah,
do it.
Just don't
Yeah.
do it.
Just
Just
don't.
don't.
Drink water.
I feel like I have to say that. Like,
Especially
Every
when you're
time.
kids.
you know, every single time. Just don't.
Especially when
Yeah.
you're kids.
Yeah.
Enjoy being kids.
Yeah, and they don't give them away for free. Your parents lied to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, you know, my parents always scared me. Like, don't go hang out with those people. They'll try to get you to do drugs. I was like, I've never been given a free drug in my life.
Yeah.
Jeez.
They'll try to
I
get
just
That
paid
is
for
sometimes they get
everything.
paid twice.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
you forget you
no.
paid, and you're like, oh,
Yeah, and if they gave you something, it was catnip.
yeah, right. Oh god,
Oh boy.
dude, cats are dope though, because like catnip. Have you ever given that cat? That you
Oh,
have
yeah.
catnip?
Oh yeah.
Oh, they're
Mhm.
crackheads for
I
that.
put it
It's
on her
amazing.
scratching post. That's why she doesn't scratch our furniture, so she has scratching posts. It's just a cheap old little square cardboard thing.
Dude, yeah.
Easy enough.
I mean, just imagine like you're at home, you're enjoying a little bit of smoking or whatever,
All of a
and then
sudden
your
you're like,
cat's like, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
thank God we don't do
and
it
then
that
they just
way.
lay
Yeah.
down.
Then your cat's just like gnawing at itself, like eating it. And I'm just like, bro, all right.
No, I'm
Do your
telling you,
thing.
my cat will just like launch
Stares at the
herself.
ceiling and
She'll launch herself onto the scratching post. She'll sniff it, flip onto her back, rub herself around in it, and then she's like, and then she'll start like slowly kicking her feet, and I'm like, oh, she's fucked
she's
up
making
now.
biscuits, bro.
Murder
Yeah,
biscuits.
if you ever, murder
Yeah, oh,
biscuits.
yeah, yeah.
So
The
that's
murder. She's the murder biscuit
I'm not a
queen.
player
I'm
for
stealing
those.
that. Yeah, I'm gonna steal
Murder
that.
biscuits.
Yeah, murder biscuits. And then me and you'll go into business, and we'll just make them all real gothic-y and
Yeah.
like,
Absolutely.
and
Paint
decorate
the
'em.
whole shop black.
Yeah,
It'll be
exactly.
freaking
Red
epic.
biscuits.
Welcome to Murder Biscuits.
Treat yourself. We'll
Yeah.
use the neon sign that I can't hang up because it makes the whole room pink.
Yeah, exactly. Well, isn't it pink and black? You know what I mean? Maybe it'll look like one of those horror movies, and you're just like, "Welcome to Murder Biscuits," and everybody's like dressed with a different, like, mask on, and just
Welcome to
serving
Murder
stuff.
Biscuits. They got like, the like goth, almost S&M style
Yeah.
mask on. Welcome to Murder Biscuits. What else would you like?
Yeah.
And here's a
a
whip.
whisker biscuit.
Well, yeah, you just do it like
that could be a special, a whisker
the-
biscuit, but it's something like, it's got like sprouts or it's like a
It's
sandwich.
like the Friday night fish fry. We got whisker biscuits Friday night.
yeah, if you're really good at like stage decoration stuff, you just make it like a spirit of Halloween. Like after Halloween's over, now you're bringing in like the Christmas, like the North Pole biscuit place, and then just change out every season.
Listen, Gina.
that a
Gina's
challenge?
Gina. Yeah, hold on. Let's clear something up. Gina thinks that the end of Halloween is the end of, what was it? What you tried for February last year?
Are you talking about the Scally?
Mm.
No,
2
it was
years ago?
It was
2
2 years
years
ago. It was 2 years ago. And the only reason why is because it was Christmas time. He was holding a strand of Christmas lights. This is a 12-foot skeleton in our backyard. Holding
Saps was
Christmas
about
lights.
to pull into the driveway and tow it out of here.
I should have taken him down after Christmas, okay?
Wait, they make you take your decorations down
In the HOA.
just because it doesn't.
And it was in the backyard,
Well, it
so
was
I
a-
didn't
it's
think
a-
it was
it
that
was a
big of a
s-
deal.
Yeah.
It was a Halloween skeleton, and she carried it through Christmas.
Okay.
But she was shooting for.
I was shooting for
she
the
was shooting
Super
for
Bowl.
Valentine's Day.
No, I was shooting
Yeah.
for the Super Bowl.
Super Bowl. Oh, yes. That's after Valentine's Day.
Well, you put
I'm just
hearts
saying-
on them, though. That's
I
what you were
did.
going
That's what I'm
for.
saying. I feel like, first of all, nothing against your HOA because I don't want to get y'all in trouble.
Yeah, they're all like
But
that.
personally, I don't think like what how the hell are you gonna make me pay more money for something I bought for myself? If I want to put a fucking skeleton up there and I want to make him festive for whatever festivity there is, then he's not a Halloween decoration. He's a Christmas decoration. He's got a New Year's hat on with a little blower in his hand. He's now a New Year's
That's what I was saying.
decoration.
I'm like, he's technically
Yeah,
he's
he's
a holiday decoration. I don't care if he's a skeleton or not.
Oh,
Bones
dude,
will
and they
do
should be
whatever.
PC. You're like, we're saying happy holidays. What if Halloween is my spiritual belief? You know what I mean?
Like,
There's got to be a loophole.
Hello?
I'll look through your HOA paperwork later.
just be like,
I'll
here you
look through
go.
your HOA paperwork later.
He'll call him. Hi, this is Corey Tate.
Yeah, I'm not a lawyer or anything, but I've met enough of them.
Yeah, dude.
You're
Take a
like,
look at
I
your
understand what to
articles.
say. Hold on a minute.
It looks like here in section sub A, it says that any spiritual or religious beliefs can have whatever decorations, and then all we got to do is just like apply. There's no mism now. There's
No. No.
there's-
The skeleton is going to be taken out of storage this weekend.
We're having an erection party this weekend.
Well, hopefully, if we
You should
can-
call it that.
Yeah,
We
have
do.
You should
every
call
year.
it an erection
We
party.
do.
Every year, it's already current. We're on our third annual.
An erection party.
Yep.
Whoever you have on the night that you decide to do the erection party, please say they work in the adult film industry, and that would just be lined up
Jesus.
perfectly. I mean, there's enough like OnlyFans girls that live like 15 feet from my house.
Oh, jeez.
No,
In the middle of nowhere?
No, I mean the internet says that. I don't know if it's true.
Oh, you're like, hello?
Hey, you know what?
The only people who got that joke are gonna be like, oh, like, yeah,
Oh.
and the people who don't get it and try to figure it out, they'll figure it out eventually.
you know what you don't want to do is go on that familywatchdog.org.
I don't have any idea
Where
what that one is.
that's it. So that's the child and sexual predators.
Oh yeah, you don't want to know where those dots are at.
Listen, folks, if you go there, because it's like, here's your house, and then it's like, you're
Yeah.
right in the center.
Yeah.
There's a movie
Mm-mm.
that I know you didn't see it, but there's a movie where she's like, I'm going to look where all these motherfuckers live. You
Yeah.
click, and you're like, oh. Like, I
The
don't
worst
like
part
this.
about it is like you've been living with your husband for like 10 years and you go look at it and there's a blue one on your house and you're like, what the fuck?
Listen, there
Like,
there's different.
excuse me?
There's different colors for them. They
Oh.
section them out. They're like
Based off
the
of,
ones
like,
that
what
like to
they
suck
did.
toes, the ones that
Yeah.
like to overeat. I don't
Wait.
know.
They
You say
they
the
tell
ones
you,
that like to
they-
overeat?
wait, are we talking about predators or no?
Yeah, people who have to be on the
re-
sex
offenders.
offender. Yeah.
So like they put out their fetish. They're like,
No,
these are the
like
ones
you-
that like little girl. Like what?
Well, yeah, it's like this one. This one likes little boys with 13 and brown
Nope.
hair.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They-
You're just
they-
walking in,
they're
you're just
sectioned.
like looking at your kids and being like, okay, you're not allowed to go to baseball practice because you fit this guy's type. Like,
Well, it's
You're
like
not allowed
this,
to go.
this guy over here, he raped somebody. This guy over here, he
Yeah.
just finger popped somebody. So,
Yeah.
he's just got a yellow sticker and he's got a red sticker.
But
All
what
I'm
about the
saying-
peeing in
no.
public? Like, because it's like, what is it, exposing yourself? What about those? What color are those?
Isn't there?
I s-
Do
those
they
are like
do they
white.
take
Those
it
are-
you
I think
differently if peeing in public versus
Flashing
It's
someone.
indecent
like
exposure.
taking it out in public?
From what I understand, never happened to me.
Mhm.
But from what I understand, they give you indecent exposure as long as you're exposed,
Mm-hmm.
whether it's like accidentally or belligerently.
Now,
like,
if you use it as a tool to entice another action on the other sex,
Excuse me.
it's
that
it's
could be a
prostitution.
weapon. Yeah, it could be a weapon of death,
Yeah.
a weapon of mass
Well, I don't know.
destruction.
I don't know if you have a weapon of mass destruction. I do not.
Dude,
say.
I am not swinging an
Yeah,
anvil
that's
over
what
here.
I'm saying. Saddam Hussein is not hiding in the hole. I do not have.
No, I'm hung like
Yeah.
a baby carrot.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna have the sign that says "hung like Jesus," but I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
know.
What's the last part?
Yeah.
Hung like Jesus and what?
And don't stare at the sun.
Yeah,
Don't stare at the
don't,
sun.
don't ever
stare
touch
at
the
the
sun.
Yeah, I don't want to be
Oh.
sacrilegious or anything because, like I said, the first album has a lot of those undertones and stuff. spiritual beliefs have changed a little bit. And I think it's just like, good people throughout history that have taught good things, and they all kind of say similar shit. Don't be a dickhead. Try to not do things that harm other people. And
treat people the way that you want to be treated.
Exactly. That we are one, and I am you, you are me.
Take a deep breath and breathe.
Hey, and I think that's a good place for us to here's what we're gonna do. Low Country, I want you to join me in welcoming Corey Tate. We're gonna see his music right now.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Yay.
But to me, it feels like I can't breathe. High on the edge alone. I just need your grace. I just need to hold you in my arms. Pretend like we're still in love. The angel, you fly too high. I'm not the astronaut type. Why do I care so much what strangers in your bed? Baby, I know that I'm falling far too down, but I'm trying to be an astronaut, flying high in those clouds. 'Cause you just asked for space, but to me, feel like I can't be higher on the edge alone. I just need your grace. I just need to hold you in my arms, feeling like we're still in love. 'Cause angel, you fly too high, and darling, I know you just need some space to fly. I'm not the astronaut type. Chestnuts burning high, and we'll face the path of time. And yeah, I fight this battle all alone. No one to cry to, a place to call my home. Prophecy is real. I find repeating in my head. And if I can't be my own, I feel better dead. Trying that the whole time. I was like, why can I not find that? Oh, I might actually try that one more time. That was kind of cool because I got to retune. Jasmine's branded line. Face the path of time. And yet I find it's better all alone. No one to crowd, no place to call my own. And get yourself his ring. And my privacy is real. Well, and yet I find repeating in my head. This is like my favorite song to play. This was called Ember, and it's probably going to be one of my favorite ones on the new album. And it is about finding the right person at the wrong time. And so, here we go. to my side of town. Say you're coming back for me. Girl, you made the sun shine through the clouds whenever it rains. And I hope you're high, somewhere smiling, living those dreams. If you get the notion, cross these oceans for me, well, oh, you know, no, you're still mine, burning desire. Girl, you set my heart on fire. Hanging out, singing my songs tonight. Well, I'd be a liar if I said I didn't hope you come stumbling on by. Upset because I don't care, girl. Baby, just scream with me. And when the show's over, I'm packing up. Are you coming home to see? Girl, you made the sun shine through the clouds whenever it rains. And I hope you're high, somewhere smiling, living those dreams. If you get a notion, cross these oceans for me, well, girl, now you know, no, you're still mine, but it is I. Girl, you set my heart on fire, no. Burn me up, oh. The embers now turn into coals. The Phoenix on the ashes, oh, that fire, no. Well, burn me up, oh, 'cause girl, you make the sun shine through those clouds whenever it rains. And I hope you're high, somewhere smiling, living your dreams. You get a notion to cross these oceans for me. Well, girl, don't you know, no, you're still mine. You'll always be mine. I wrote 1,000 songs and I'll sing them all night long. God damn, you know you're mine. You set me heart on fire now. Fire now, no. Embers that turn into coals. The Phoenix on the ashes. How's that fire? No. Burn me up, oh. Oh man, so this is the one that I talked to you about on the show, Love Jack. It's the first one on the album. This one's always a little bit emotional for me, but here we go. One, 2, 3. 4 p.m. Happy hour with your friends. Now it's 3 a.m. No one knows where the hell you've been. The baby's home all alone and there's no one to feed him. Yeah, you stumble in drunk, walk past the kitchen just to go to sleep. You say love me. Yeah, you say you care. But ma, how could you love me? You're never there. Just say you love me more than yourself. Lived both know you love Jack more. And I know it's hard raising two little boys on your own. Since Mark went on west to chase his demons out in Oklahoma. And my daddy's demons, they come for my life every night. Said Jack Johnny Jameson in heaven would hold me tight. You say you love me. Yeah, you say you care. But Dad, how could you love me? You're never there. Just say you love me more than yourself. Live there with you, you put that bottle back on the shelf. And I know you're tired of sleeping on that mattress on a cold trailer floor. Ooh, when you say love me, we both know you love Jack more. Hey, Mom, I know it's late, but I'm calling because I'm drunk out on the road. And I know you heard I had 90 days sober, but I tossed that chip away after last night's show. This crowd was really roaring, girls dancing around, singing songs your little boy wrote, so I had to take a couple shots down. If you leave a key under the mat, I'll come back to Charleston and get sober somehow. And you say you love me. Yeah, you said you care. You said, son, be careful. And I wish I was there. You say you love me more than yourself. Live there with you, you put that bottle back on the shelf. And I know you're tired of sleeping on that mattress, a cold trailer floor. But when you say you love me, we both know you love Jack more. I appreciate it. Thank you, man. Thank you so much, man. Oh, man, I appreciate it. Yeah, man, like I said, man, it's awesome. I get to take those feelings out of the box for a couple minutes and just feel it all over again. But this time get to choose to feel it, not have to live through it, you know? So, here you go, Miss Holly. This is the one you've been asking for. And I honestly, I don't know how much of my voice gets recorded on this, but it does really, truly humble me that so many people have told me that this is the song that they just relate to the most. I'm gonna get some water real quick. But I always tell the story behind this one. And this is one of the songs that talks about Hilton Head in it. And at the end of my first summer, I played a really, really, really huge show. And I decided afterwards that I was kind of done with life. I'd done everything I wanted to do. I was drunk, I was high, and I didn't want to be here anymore. So I grabbed a bottle of Jameson and I went out to Cligney Beach. And I got as high as I possibly could and as drunk as I possibly could. And just screamed out in anger and said, why the fuck is the world so hard right now? I have everything I could ever want. Why can't I just do the things I need to do? And in that fit of anger, I said, Nana, if you're out there listening, please just give me a sign that I'm doing something right, that this isn't the end. And like I always tell people, either a shooting star passed overhead or I was just really drunk, one of the two. But that moment, I ran back out to my car and I grabbed my guitar and I grabbed the rest of my stuff and I came back to the beach and I smoked and I drank and I just sat there just trying to think about what would I say to my grandma if she was here right now. And that's how this song happened. And it's called Nana's Song.
I play it at the end of every show if I can. And not if I can, I do it every show. I don't really give a fuck what the establishment that I play for has to say about it afterwards, and usually they don't. But this song is dedicated to my grandmother, and it always has been and always will be. Holly, I'm dedicating it to you as well because you love it so much, and you're one of my favorite people. So keep your head up, and hopefully this brings you some hope today. This one's called Donna's Song.
I remember all you taught me, sitting on your knee at that Baptist church. You taught me about a man that you called Jesus Christ, who's gonna come and save me from my hurt. Yeah, that man that really loved me, how dare take your light away? 'Cause 20 years wasn't nearly long enough, and I'm on my knees begging for you to stay. And I know you're up in heaven, and I'm singing now, hallelujah. And I know you're talking straight to Jesus Christ, saying watch over my baby boy, 'cause he's playing guitar again tonight. Well, by now you know my daddy's demons haunt me. They come to my life every night. He swore that Jack, Johnny, and Jameson and Evan Williams would be the only men to ever hold me tight. And I know you'd probably hate me. Come in and slap me off this bar stool. Son, what the hell are you doing here, catching your tan from these damned old neon moons? And I know you're up in heaven, and I'm down here singing hallelujah. And I know you're talking straight to Jesus Christ, saying watch over my baby boy, 'cause he's drinking at the bar again tonight. All right, here's my shout out to Hilton Head. And now I'm sitting on Caligny, a bottle of Jameson and a fat ass bag of weed, hoping I can get high as those mountaintops. Swear to God, your face is what I'll see. And if I make it to heaven, if I sneak past those pearly gates, it's 'cause an angel like you went way up before me. I swear, Nana, you're still my saving grace. But I know you're up in heaven, and I'm down here screaming hallelujah. And I know you're talking straight to Jesus Christ, saying please forgive my baby boy, he's just lost and looking for some light. But I know that all who hear his words, they'll get some healing inside.
All right. You want one more, or are you done, or what? One more? Okay, a lot of these are off my first album, because I definitely want to redo that album in the full studio. Here we go. Hey, I'm down. Remind me to tune next time we go to play these songs. I chug a lug so hard and knock it out a little bit. So this one, although
I've loved many women in my life, not in that way, like we talked to her. That's only one. And if you come forward on the comments, you win a prize. We can do it twice. So, and if you haven't, and you put my name in the comments, hey, maybe you'll get some dinner. Who knows? I don't know. Just kidding. So while I was in recovery, I was about 4 months sober, and I was going to AA meetings and stuff in Charleston, and there's a lot of young people in those meetings, and I met this couple, and they were super, super cool, super magnetic to me. Like, they just really drew me in, and the boyfriend was like, we're going to be best friends. Like, let's do this thing. And we were, and I was super supportive of their relationship. And then I can't remember if he like relapsed or if he was just done with the relationship, but it ended really, really badly. And me and her had actually grown closer. And so, you know, like in the song says, I held her in downtown Charleston while she was crying. And from that moment on, I said, you'll never be like this again. Like, I will never let somebody do this to you again. And unfortunately, we started dating, and we got about 3 months into our relationship when I had to do a fourth step, which is like the deep, just rip everything inside you open, and then go tell it to somebody. And that was the worst time of my life, the first time doing that, and looking back in my entire life. And we didn't make it through that. And then after I got through that, I tried to win her back, and it didn't work. And I think the reason I wrote this song is it's the first time in my entire adult life that I was completely of sober mind and body and still could not make it work with another human being. And I think it was the moment that I realized I will never be able to make it work with someone else until I can make it work with myself. And even though I've tried, and there's a new woman on my heart that I hope one day comes back around, which is this whole second album. It's completely about her. This one goes out to one of my old flames, and it's called Rocky Road. It goes like this. You get to hear some of my poetry on this one. I met you in those rooms, call them AA. And I was there to beat a DUI, girl, you were there to stay. And you had a lover and loved that bottom more than anyone. And they say that relapse happens so fast, like bullets from a gun. That one up. So that you never cry like that again in this life. But I was abandoned, I shot the sheriff out on the run. And my dirty sidekick, his name was Jameson. To Colorado she run. On this rocky road I stay stumbling on. I remember hiding from COVID, the back of your little shack. Oh, well, you were making love, writing songs, dreaming of babies. I really love that. And you dreamed of traveling this country as a family in that van. Oh, it seemed like fun. But I realized, girl, this van, it only sleeps one. Now as my father said, to Colorado she runs. On this rocky road I stay stumbling on. So sometimes you write a song and it doesn't have enough space to say everything you wanted to say, or it just drones on. But for this song, I decided I was gonna write the poem that I wrote before this song right in the middle of it. So it goes like this. Your name, it lives like the ghost in the bottom of my phone. And on nights when it gets real hard, I scroll down and I turn that message on. And through those airwaves I hear you scream, boy, I love you, but damn, you're dumb. As I stare into the eyes of the demon that I've become. And I know you're out there flying high in that Colorado sky. And I'm still the same boy traveling this East Coast, trying not to die. But one day I hope you hear my songs on the radio play, and you'll see that I'm not the same. And you'll laugh and cry and jump in joy, because I beat Jameson this time. Now it's my father's son, and I broke your wing. Off to Colorado she runs. On this rocky road, still stumble on. Thank you guys so much. That was fun. Whew.